Is guacamole a dip or a sauce? Certainly salsa is a sauce. Stick around and see two great dips or sauces. You decide. Welcome to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're going to make two great quesadilla dips. One's a salsa, which obviously is a sauce, and the other is guacamole, which is obviously the dip, but you can't use both words, so we're gonna call them both dips because we're gonna dip quesadillas in them. And I wanna dedicate this video to Mexico, and I'll tell you why. Of all the countries that I have subscribers from, outside the United States, Mexico is my #1 country for subscribers. So thank you very much. Today, we're gonna talk about salsa. I've got everything together. I'm gonna talk about its ingredients first, and then we'll talk about the guacamole separate. I've added a little bit something different here. I've got some chipotle peppers, about 2 tablespoons, about 2 tablespoons of red onion, 2 tablespoons of green onion, about 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, dried oregano, 1 garlic clove minced, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, 1 serrano pepper chopped, 1 teaspoon of red wine vinegar, about 1/2 teaspoon of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, about 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro, and a 28 ounce can of crushed, and these are not just crushed tomatoes, they're fire roasted, and if you look in there on these, you can actually see the black in there. All we're gonna do for the salsa is put this together and mix it up and let it sit. And then we're gonna put it in the fridge and let it meld for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna pour the entire 28 ounces fire roasted tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. You could crush them yourself, you'd have bigger chunks in there, that's fine, that's one way to do it. Would I have done that? If I could have gotten it at the store that I go to, I probably would have. But we won't talk about that place, and I certainly won't name them, but everybody knows what I think of my grocery store. All right, so we're gonna put the cilantro in, serranoes, the pepper, the salt, red wine vinegar, oregano, garlic, get all that, tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, the red onion, the green onion, and the chipotles. And we're gonna mix this up and then we're gonna taste it. Oh, look at that. All right, so now all we're gonna do is taste and see, do I need to put a little more salt in here or pepper or anything else? Do I want it hotter? If I do, I might just add some red pepper flakes. Let's see where we are. That is uniquely good. How's that? It's different, isn't it?
That is really good.
I'll tell you what, the chipotles add an extra depth of flavor to this. And I don't think this needs any more salt. I'm gonna leave it right there. We're gonna let it sit and meld. I'm gonna cover it up and we're gonna put it in the fridge. And then we're gonna make our guacamole. Guacamole is said to have originated with Aztecs in southern Mexico as early as the 14th century. In fact, originally, guacamole was an avocado sauce. Later in the 16th century, Spanish conquistadors added the European ingredients of onions, lime, and cilantro and called it guacamole as we know it today. Salsa is a Spanish word that means sauce. Salsa dates back to the pre-Columbian era as late as 476 BC, used by the Aztecs, Mayans, and Incas as a sauce and condiment used in cooking. Spanish conquistadors introduced salsa to Europe in the 1500s and later became popular as Mexican street food. Salsa became popular in the US in the 1980s as a popular chip dip. 4 decades later, it's as popular as ever. So now we're gonna make the guacamole. And obviously we got fresh, you want these to be ripe. The thing about avocados is almost every time, they're either hard or they're ruined. These, I think, are gonna be pretty good. I'm actually surprised. I may be surprised when I get this thing turned around here too. So I just cut them like that. These look pretty good. Now, I don't think I have this one enough to do this. Ah, did you see that? That's like breaking an egg with one hand. I mean, I feel pretty good about it, especially if, most of the egg is not on the floor. All right, so then we're just gonna do this. Some people cut these. I'm not gonna do that. We don't need to. These are pretty soft. So we don't have to do that. Otherwise, you could do this. If they were more difficult, you could just come like through here like this. Obviously, don't go poke through the skin and cut your hand. One of these ingredients, obviously, is not just taste, is the lime, because the lime or lemon juice, or the acid from it, will stop these from turning brown. This one's got a little bad spot in it, so we're just gonna skip that. We don't wanna mash them to death, because we want some big chunks in there. And I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think, Mrs. Brooks? Notice how hard some limes are. If you work this thing out a little bit, put it on the counter, on your board, and do this, it'll soften it up and help you get some juice out of it. We want about a tablespoon of lime juice. And I think we're gonna absolutely get it. We're gonna mix this right away. That should stop this avocado now from turning brown, which it will do very quickly otherwise. Now let's go ahead and put some salt in. I didn't mention that, but about a half teaspoon of salt, and the rest of our ingredients. The red onions, about a half of a big tomato, quarter teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of cilantro, and we want to seed the serranoes. So I'm going to cut these in half, cut that pith off. Don't even say it. All right, so I'm going to cut these into strips. Oop, we get some more seeds. Not the end of the world. All right, now I'm going to line these up. Put a nice chop on them. I'm going to stop there. That's going to be plenty for this. We'll taste it and see if we want any more in there. Hot. I am happy with that.
That is really good.
I'm happy with it. All right.
Ooh, I like
So
that.
we're going to put it in a couple bowls for serving, for actually dipping. And we're going to taste it officially because everything's ready to go. So we have our salsa out of the fridge. Mix it up a little bit more. So I'm going to officially taste, but I didn't change anything, but anyhow. So I'm going to try the guacamole. Make sure I get a piece of tomato in there, a little onion. I'll tell you what, that's fantastic. I know the salsa is going to be good. I'll tell you what, the chipotle really changed that. And there's some heat in there. Comes to you a little bit later. Fantastic. I want to thank the people from Mexico who watched my video. In the last 4 weeks, I have had over 5,000 views from Mexico. This is for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time on
Longer in the